Hello, how you doing? It's the Morning Garden Show back again, and trying to go live here. I hope that you're getting this feed. But this one here, tree I put up last year, which is um, from Stock Brothers, and that is a Honey Crisp, one of my favorites. And then next to it is another favorite, which I've been hearing a lot about. This one here, tree is a pink lady. And so that's doing good. Now this one here lost a label, but I believe it's a Granny Smith. The label blew off. We had a lot of heavy wind a couple of days ago. Now look at these trees closely, because the leaves are dropping, and they're still doing really well, these trees. This one here is the smallest, but I got this for $6, so I'm not mad about that at all. It's just a little sapling, and I love it still. The tallest one is this one here, which is the one I just showed you, which is the Honey Crisp. And then we go over here. We got a ton of, a lot of weeds here, but they're going to be trimmed down and they're going to be used as compost. This tree here came from another store. I don't know what it is, but my neighbors saying I should leave it in, see what it comes out to be, so I think I'm going to do that. But it is the biggest tree. It's about maybe 7 feet. It's got like some buds on it right here and here and here. So, and a little elongated one, but here and here. So we'll see what happens. But I think it's just going to be disappointment. But I want to just give it the benefit of the doubt. This is another tree here. This one here is the worst off of all of my trees, because it was put in some really poor soil in this area. This is a Honey Crisp. Didn't get as tall as the other one. Put in at around the same time. I just kept buying trees because I want to make sure I have my supply of fruit. And this one here is a little tall. I cut it off. You can see where I pruned it off here. And it's good. This is a Honey Crisp, another Honey Crisp. And the reason why there's so many Honey Crisps is because it's a very, expensive apple. So I always try to get the most expensive items in my yard. This what we're looking at, almost dropped all its leaves, is a pear tree. It's supposed to be a Bartlett, but we'll see. Well, I've eaten some pears off of it. Very good. And this one here is another pear tree from, it's called Delicious, from Stock Brothers. Just put that in this year and it's doing really well. It's just getting tall and everything. This one here, look at it. This is a plum tree, but I believe it is oh God, I can't remember the name of this. It's not a Dempson. Or is it? But it's you can see the beautiful green leaves, because the soil in this area is heavily added leaves. Okay. And then we got over here another tree, and this one here, which is a Stanley plum. So that's what that is. That's a Stanley, because I remember they were both the same. This one over here, which was given to me by a store called what's the name of it? It's called Summerstone Nursery. Please don't go there. You will waste money, you will waste time, and it'll be ridiculous. This one here was given to me. They misshipped it and sent it to me and had the labels on it and everything, so I put it in the ground. And this one here is a Santa Rose plum. See the types of leaves it has, Santa Rose plum, if you recognize the leaves. And then over here we have this is another type of pear. This is called a Duchess pear. And I believe it's a standard, so I'm going to have to keep it on and keep it cut low. Because I don't have any of them get above 7 feet. None of my trees. Collard greens everywhere in this yard. Kale, I keep it like that. And these made their way over here in the area where my trees are. This is a raspberry. So they're going to do quite well this year. I can see that. Just got to keep the weeds back. Let's go over here for a second. I'm going to show you one of my favorites here. Now this is a grape plant. One thing I like about grapevines is in the winter they look like dead twigs, but in the summer they come right back as beautiful plants. You can see all this over here. This is all weeds that grew up my plant, and then it drops all the seeds everywhere. So you can see these little pods that opened up, whatever it is, it just dropped them everywhere. And then over here we got these large leafed plants. Now these plants here weren't here 5 years ago, but now they are since I brought in the leaves. Now I have these as part of the deal. So they'll make compost. This right here, when the weather hit it, this is my Isaiah kiwi plant. It's doing quite well, nice and thick and pretty. I might get some fruit from it this year, but I'm not betting on everything on it. I'm not betting the farm on it, but it's a healthy plant. I put it in the ground. It needs very little care. Very little care. Feeding it is lightly. You don't have to even feed it. Put it in like a loose, well-drained soil, or even a soil that's partially loose, but it'll work its way into the soil, and it might make it. This one here is doing quite well. This is the Morning Gardener, letting you know that I'm still at it. This is the Morning Gardener.